Get back to the kitchen now. John is with our great friend, Chef Paul Madison from Madison's Restaurants and Catering and all the many restaurants he has here on the Suncoast. Hi, guys.
Indeed, always a pleasure. Hi, Paul. Good to see you.
Great to see you, John.
I know you're here making up a menu item from an upcoming wine dinner featuring King Vineyards out in Oregon. They're excellent, of course. Oregon noted for their Pinot Noirs as well as some other varieties. Chardonnay they do a pretty good job with, and some others. And I'm sure you'll be featuring some extraordinary wine with this meal.
It's going to be fabulous. King Estate's great. Like you said, Pinots, Pinot Gris. They do a lot of great things up in Oregon. And this night's going to be, it's next Thursday night, the 6th. It's at Madison's 41, but it's the kickoff for the Florida Wine Fest and Auction, which is happening all weekend long down at the Van Wezel. So Friday luncheon, Friday night banquet on the block, Saturday the big auction, and then Sunday wine on the water. So.
And what are you fixing for us today?
So today, one of the dishes we're going to do with this menu is a gnocchi. And so we made an gnocchi dough. And gnocchi's like a, some people think of it as pasta, but realistically it's like a potato dumpling. So you make mashed potatoes, flavor them any way you want to, and then we roll them out with, you put an egg into them, and then roll them out with as little bit of flour as you possibly can. You want to keep them nice and light as much as you can. Then we cut them into little dumplings, and we just drop them into a little boiling water to cook them. And
so I see sometimes they make these little kitchen tools where you make the gnocchi, but you say doing it by hand is just as easy as anything.
Oh yeah, it's simple. It's really simple. You just roll it out. I just roll it out into a little log like that and cut them into little pieces. Get a little dusting of flour, but like I say, the least amount of flour you can work with for it to hold together and not make you crazy, the better, because then they just stay really nice and light. So then I'm going to start with a little bit of good olive oil here. Is there any olive oil that's not good? and so those dumplings will cook until they float. We'll just take a little flouted spoon to get them out. But I cooked a few ahead of time to save us a little time. So we'll take those, once they're cooked, you take them out and drain them. And then I like to give them a little saute, kind of brown them off a little bit, get some nice flavor to them. And once you get just a little browning on there, you can use some olive oil, you can use a little bit of fresh butter, which will give you some more color as the butter kind of caramelizes. And then I've made a cherry gastrique, which I use some fresh and some dried cherries.
And you're saying that the Pinot Noir from Oregon is just filled with those cherry flavors anyway, so what a beautiful accompaniment that'll be.
Actually, I poured you a glass.
Oh, over here, did you really?
Do you want to give me an opinion on the all the
keep
above?
this very handy here.
And if you'll bring that plate in for me right in here, we'll build
right
it
here?
there. So we get a little color going on the gnocchi. Just kind of season it a little bit.
Oh my gosh, the bouquet on this is fantastic.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, King Estate does a great job. I met them so many years ago here in Sarasota. They've been back and forth for the festival many years. So
and you're adding what here?
These are panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
I browned them just a little bit. So
That's interesting.
And brown them, and I did the same thing with some fresh almonds. Put a few almonds on there as well. We're going to take a little fresh, little Reggiano Parmesan, give a little grate of that on top. Italian
gold.
And then I made a little sauce, almost like a beurre blanc. You've seen me make this here before, and you know, a little white wine reduction, a little heavy cream to make the sauce. And then instead of stirring butter in like we do with the traditional beurre blanc, we stirred in some goat cheese.
Ah.
To get that nice goat cheese flavor. We'll give that a little toss.
Wow.
And everything kind of all starts to come together and gets kind of delicious. All right, so like any good pasta dish, we'll start with that in the center. And then just to kind of finish it off, I've got a few of the dried cherries that we use, so we'll sprinkle a couple of those around. And then that gastrique. Again, this is those cherries, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of the wine, the Pinot that we're serving with it. And we can just put a little more crunch on top just to finish it.
Tell folks again when this is going to be.
This is going to be next Thursday, April 6th. And again, it's the kickoff for WineFest, but go to winefest.org, floridawinefest.org, and see all the events going on over the weekend, because there's lots of great things to do and lots of good wine and food to try.
That is fabulous. Remember, go to our website, mysuncoast.com, click on the dining button. It'll take you right there and give you all the information. Better to just go in person, I think, and have Chef Paul cook it for you. Good to see you here, sir.
Great to see you, John. Thanks for being
let's see what you got here.
The cherries and the flavor of the gastrique.
That is beautiful.